Hello guys, Saseni. I hope you had an amazing week. You're watching Movie Review. I'm your host Kaneki and this show is sponsored by NewsunplugKE. Stay tuned. So guys, earlier nilikuwa nimeongea kuhusu certain movies, nilikuwa nimeongea kuhusu Morning After, Katikati and many more, but mostly nilikuwa nimefocus na Kenyan movies. Na if you have not subscribed yet, unafanya nini? Kuna utaki kujua movies zenye zinakuja next? Any mtaki kujua kuhusu movies like the Netflix and everything? When them subscribe, watch. And on this episode I'll be talking about movies that zimetokea this year but like recently in between the months of let's say March to May. And the movies nitakuongelea kuhusu ni Chupa, Shazam, The Fury of the Gods, Queen Charlotte, nitaongea kuhusu Beautiful Disaster, nitaongea kuhusu Peter Pan and Wendy, na pia nitaongea kuhusu Renfield. And the first movie I'm going to be reviewing inaitwa Chupa. Chupa was directed by Jonas Cuaron and it was released in 2023 na iko Netflix. Mostly hii movie inaanzia about this little kid anapatana na, let me call it a creature. Unaona zile story mnasikia mkiwa watoto kuna these certain creatures, that sort of kind of movie. Then hii movie nilipenda venye ilianzia because mostly iko based around Mexico, so kuna that Mexican kind of vibe which I liked. And pia movie ni watoto mostly, but like if you just want to watch it to entertain yourself itakuwa good. But me, because I'm watching it so I can review it, I noticed there are a lot of mistakes in this movie. And like I said, clearly if ni mtoto mdogo ataienjoy, but I didn't like it. I didn't quite like it because like notion ilikuwa to the same. This kid ajui like kuhusu culture yao, so anaenda, let's say ushago anafunzwa na his nieces and nephews ama his cousins. Then kidogo ndio the main character juu anapatana na that creature, then all of a sudden creature wanakuwa friends. Like the same notion nimeona in most of the movies, the same notion niliona kwa this particular movie. But let's just say the cinematography ilikuwa sawa, nilipenda the CGI of this creature, nilipenda venye tu alikuwa like the scenes were actually good, and from a kid's point of view wangeipenda.
We have to get him out of here. Let's go, we gotta go. Whoa, stop. Come on. Are you sure you know how to drive?
So I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10 because I didn't like it at all, but it was interesting. So on the next movie nitakuwa naongea kuhusu inaitwa Renfield.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Renfield was released in 2023 and it was directed by Chris McKay. First of all, from seeing the poster on this movie niliona Nicolas Cage. Similar hapo nikaja hii movie lazima ita slap, like itakuwa too amazing this movie. So kidogo then one of the main characters in this movie pia ameact kwa kind of funny, but nile jokes zenye usipokuwa keen itakupita tu hivyo, like wewe na joke itana tu hivyo. So I just loved it. Nilipenda their acting, nilipenda kuna some movies unaonanga the actors like, pia nilipenda ile time yenye Dracula sasa Nicolas Cage alikuwa anaingia kwa the apartment ya Renfield, kwa mati yake ilikuwa imeandikwa welcome, come on in. So mostly when you're not movies za vampires unajua like you need to invite a vampire in. I loved their fighting scenes, although there were a lot of like bloody and everything. I just loved it. Naipea 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it and it was funny. Na horror kidogo, but I won't say horror ni venye tu there was a lot of blood and whatever, but I loved it and I give it a 7 out of 10. Another movie nitakuwa nafanya inaitwa Perfect Disaster. It was released in 2023 this year and it was directed by Roger Campbell. This movie, from the trailer yenyewe, ushiona zile trailers zinakupea like hey, movie nakakubamba, inakakushika. That's what I thought. I thought wrong because venye movie ilianzia like no show, unaona After, like it had the same kind of vibe na After.
What's up, pigeon?
Unapata most of the scenes were very unnecessary. Plot ilikuwa na katu iko forced, walikuwa na include characters wenyewe wa make sense kwa hii movie, kulikuwa na shangaa like huyo connected to this aje, like it didn't even make sense. It was this white guy mwenye kwa tattoos, looks hot, everyone likes him, then this girl mwenye kametulia, ka good girl, let me call her hivyo. So sikupani yo trope ya bad boy good girl, like it was just imezoea, like it's just it's normal, it's common, it's very common, so I didn't like that. But also from the trailer nilikuwa na expect to a lot of steamy scenes, so mimi of course nilikuwa naenda kuona movie obviously, but then nafika hapo, then where were the scenes kwa trailer? Mbona mnapenda kudanganya hivyo? Like you shouldn't have done that, because from the trailer ilikuwa so intriguing. Nafika hapo niko I didn't like it at all. Then the fact that walikuwa na watch after in the movie, like we reference some sijui ni yekaje, like let me say walikuwa na reference sama ilikuwa like cameo kidogo ya after waki act kwa hii movie Perfect Disaster. It didn't even make sense, like they're doing the exact same thing walikuwa nafanya kwa after. Like this guy anampatana na udem, all of a sudden they're in love, as in maybe in love at first sight, mimi sielewi hizi vitu, but no, it seemed so forced. Then let's say udem alikuwa sijui anaenda kutafuta babake ama to do what not, because udem amekuwa like mse anapenda okay, from a young age alikuwa mse wa kugamble, alikuwa anaenda na babake, anaenda kwa casinos, they do this and that. So from the time alikuwa anaenda kutafuta babake and what not, this guy kachukua sumu ya the friend, let me call her the best friend of the guy, then anaitupa anamwambia tafuta nyingine. Like iko ina make sense, the plot was just very forced, like very forced. But since it's a good looking guy shirtless na kwa tattoos, of course what I watch, because yani brother Dylan Sprouse mwenye ameact kwa Riverdale ni twin brothers, so I think that is the reason why they casted this guy, because anakaa vizuri. A lot of viewers a lot of people wenye wanapenda his movies watakuwa interested na wanda kuiwatch, and I give it a 3 out of 10. Mimi hata singe waste time yangu. They lied to me. Niliumwa sana kwa hizo scenes. They lied. So guys, on the next movie nitakuwa nafanya ni Shazam Fury of the Gods. It was released in 2023 and it was directed by David Sandberg. So mmejua Shazam from kitambo, mtu huyu venye alipata powers, then alikuwa na his other friend mwenye anatumia this kijiti kutembea because he has like an issue with the leg. From that Shazam, then ikakuja ingine, then sai kuna hiyo sasa Shazam Fury of the Gods. So from the like when movies when like something happens, then unapata a whole building is like destroyed and whatnot, then they continue with their lives like normally, like nothing happened. Like sini hero movie, like tulivunja hospital kadhaa na tukabomoa gari ama whatever we did, and it's okay, but I didn't like it though. But it was kind of interesting when you wanapenda stories za superheroes na superpowers hivi, but like I said, it was what can you pay a favor of 10, but I really didn't like it at all. But you guys should go and watch it. Them tena meka comments mnambeka iliwabamba. And with that, we'll go on a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back guys, and if you have not subscribed ndio je movies zinatokea, please do, because nitakuwa nakwambia movies zimetokea recently na nitakuwa na like zenye mtanipea kwa comments, nitakuwa na review. On the other movie I'll be talking about it was Ghosted. Ghosted was released in 2023 and it was directed by Chris McKay. First of all, from the title of the movie Ghosted, nani ajai kuwa ghosted? Unajua venye hii Nairobi ukwe ghosted ghostiwe, like it's normal. So from seeing the title of the movie nilikuwa like of course itamanisha like these two people had a situationship, then one ghosted the other.
Any word?
She ghosted him.
I bet she isn't even seeing your text.
She does travel a lot for work.
Go to her.
I'm going to London.
And I was not wrong. You know, movie ilikuwa mostly based on. But in this movie, because Chris Evans mwenye ameact kama Captain America alikuwa one of the main characters in this movie. So nilipenda venye they hooked up with this girl, then kidogo akamghost, akadhani tu ni ile normal ghosting. Kumbe dem chini ya maji, she's a like detective ama like wale madem like fight scenes, wale wanatafuta like the bad people. And I really love venye alieka the fact that she's the one who is this kind of person and not the guy. So the guy alikuwa nakanika ka soft person, like golden retriever kind of vibe, na dem alikuwa the black cat. So I just loved the movie about it. But pia like I said, juu nimezoea kuona Chris Evans mostly akiact either movies za PG-13 za watoi ama like za superheroes. It was like new to me to see him act in this particular movie, although like I just loved his character. Ni kama he was playing himself, like ni kama character ikuwa like mbali from how he behaved.
Who are you?
CIA.
So can confused. They kept asking me about the tax man.
They asked you about the
how his personality is like in real life. So nilipenda venye ali choose the right character, ama like when alikuwa na cast they chose the right person to act this. Nilipenda the fight scenes, like me and seeing a woman like fighting, ama like being this strong person, strong personality, being a boss just inspires me. Although siwezi rusha ngumi, but I just loved the fact that she's the one doing everything. Mimi nilipenda hiyo. And also like the notion ilikuwa so obvious that this one is going to fall in love with this one, then kidogo atakuja kupatana in the end. It was like so obvious to me. Like niliona tu kianza nikajua boy, like it's obvious. Like at least ongetupe equal sister huyu ndio ana date this guy might get to marry each other in future, but then ilikuwa obviously this girl watakuwa together with this guy. Na pia nilipenda hizo since zenye alikuwa nashikwa ama amekidnapiwa, then anakuja naulizwa who do you work for and what not. Nilipenda venye ilikuwa so natural, like someone who's so clueless about the guy about the person they dated, about the situationship they had. So I loved it, and nipe 5 out of 10. It was interesting to see. Nilipenda kuna two these different actors working together, so I gave it a 5 out of 10. On the other movie nitakuwa naongelea kuhusu inaitwa Peter Pan and Wendy. It was released in 2023 and it was directed by David Lowery. So hii movie, okay, so mnajua Peter Pan from kitambo, Peter Pan and Wendy following the leader hivyo. So ni from kitambo, nile Peter Pan ya kitambo sasa imekuwa like, let me call it live action. So me I was expecting a lot, as in since zenye niliwatch nikiwa mtoto animated, I was expecting zitakuwa kwa hizi scenes, but they removed a lot of scenes from this movie. Hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza linibua about this. Then the CGI was so bad, as in it was so bad. Mimi nilikuwa naangalia Tinkerbell, like no hate to Yara Shahidi, do act ka Tinkerbell. I just didn't love how she like akutoyo character vizuri ya Tinkerbell. I was expecting like afanye vile Tinkerbell anakuanga with the attitude, with the sassiness. Hakufanya hivyo, sikufeel like alitoa vizuri. Then nilikuwa expect a lot. Then the fact that this Peter Pan, nikiwa mkubwa sasa, nikiwa mdogo nilikuwa na watch Peter Pan, niko like, oh yeah, it must be nice to never grow up nini. But then when nimekuwa mkubwa na watch movie nikiwa like venye niko sai, niko like that was so bad. Like how would Peter Pan kidnap these kids from their families na wapeleke to Neverland where they'll never grow up, then wakiongea kuhusu missing their parents, he chases them away. Who does that? That was so disturbing, like watching it as an adult and like seeing whatever is going on. Sikupenda at all. Then seeing that crocodile nilikuwa nashinda kikimbiza nini Captain Hook, like akuweka most funny scenes hapo, so nilikuwa na expect the funny scene ya crocodile and what not. I didn't see it there. Then nilipenda venye walielezea venye Captain Hook hata kitambo alikuwa Neverland boy, ndio sasa akakuwa chased away by Peter Pan akakuwa mkubwa. Then nilipenda tu they all forgot everything they did to each other and became friends again. Like there's no way utafukuzwa na mtu then akuja kwambia pole bro, then everything is okay. No, but like I said, nilifeel ilikuwa rush sana. Then Wendy pia sikupenda character ya Wendy, as in I didn't like how she treated her brothers in this movie, like ikianzia cause kwa hiyo Peter Pan naonanga like venye niliona nikiwa mdogo, she was so close to her smaller brothers, but in this one yeye ndio anasumbua, yeye ndio the bully in the family. But I feel like venye lenda uko Neverland akakuwa like a different sister, a different person nini. Pia nilingoja scene ya mermaids cause niliwatching nikiwa mdogo, haikuwa hapo. So that was so disappointing. That was the worst movie I've watched this year. I give it a 2 out of 10. It was so bad because I was expecting a lot from it. It was so bad and I didn't like it. So mwenda muiwatch mniambie if you have the same opinions na mimi, ama mimi nilikuwa na expect kitu kingine then sikupata kenye nilikuwa na expect. On the last movie ndio naongea kuhusu inaitwa Queen Charlotte. Damn. Queen Charlotte was released in 2023 and it was directed by Tom Verica. Queen Charlotte imekuwa like iki-trend all over Twitter, TikTok, IG, hadi naona watu wakipost kwa status zao. As in, unajua mimi napenda zile movies za period era, like with their clothes, with their everything. I just love this. But ni spin-off ya Bridgerton. When you watch Bridgerton kutoka kwanza until sai, like zinafuatana hivyo. It's like it's like a spin-off of Bridgerton. So Queen Charlotte, main character Charlotte, anakuwa she's this black woman, anakuwa chosen and marry the king. I feel like I'm supposed to be like nikama nilizaliwa in the wrong generation, so I just loved Queen Charlotte. It was amazing, and you guys should go and watch it. You're gonna like.
There is nothing to know.
And with that, guys, that is all I have for today. Don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment to all our social media platforms at NewsunplugKE. Na pia msisahau kuna watch Guardians of the Galaxy kwa IMAX Volume 3. It was just amazing. I'm pretty sure nikienda kuwatch nitashangilia because I'm an emotional person and it's Marvel, obviously. So lazima ikuwe a masterpiece. And don't forget to go and watch it. Bye.